Daniel Gundert here with North County Gymnastics and the Jiminy Kids. I got a special message today, and we decided to go on and do this one because I receive regular phone calls and messages from other directors and gym owners asking about what we're doing to not only survive this time, but hopefully thrive once we get back to things as usual or more usual. So what I'm gonna do today is this is gonna be a two-part video. The first part, I wanna preface with why it's important that we reopen now and why it's important to our children and their mental health. The second part is gonna be what we're doing as a gym. We wanted to give you guys some ideas on what you could do. And I know every gym and business model is different. So take what you would like from it, and we'll kind of go from there. So hopefully you guys find it helpful. I wanna start off by saying that, our children, they have suffered the most during quarantine. And it's something that I don't feel is talked about, and it's something that needs to be discussed. They are still in school and need a safe physical outlet to help them focus while quarantined at home. Now, my kids are at home. They still have 2 weeks left of school, and I can tell you firsthand, it's very hard for them to focus on school when they don't have the same physical outlet. So, my wife has become a full-time teacher, trying to accomplish all the assignments set out by the teachers, and it's causing a lot of anxiety and difficulty just within the household. I mean, it's just one more thing that we have to deal with because our kids don't have a way to, socialize, express themselves, to get out and play, and interact with other kids and other coaches, stuff like that. There are positives to quarantine and flattening the curve. Well, there are numerous unknowns, but now is the time to reopen. Every few days I read about another gym, pool, rec center, or studio going out of business. Now, if we wait for the guidelines initially set out, no more than 25 new cases a day and 0 deaths for 14 consecutive days, that could take months, even years, and we will no longer have a business for our children to return to. Now, children are intuitive. They feel the emotions their parents or guardians experience, and some may process and grow, while others will suffer long-term psychological scars. Our kiddos need human interaction outside the immediate family. They need friends, fresh air, and coaches to serve as positive role models to build them up. Now, how do we expect our children to process these feelings properly while many adults suffer from post-traumatic stress and are doing the best they can to cope? So I think it's unrealistic for us to, expect that the kids are going to be okay after this. I think there's some that will, and there's some that are going to suffer for this for a long, long time. If we want our children to be able to emerge with post-traumatic growth, they need a safe physical outlet, and they need it now through youth sports. And the reason why I say it now is because I don't hear media coverage on youth sports specifically. We hear about gyms. We're not a gym, we're a youth activity center. We see casinos and salons and other industries opening, which I'm happy about that. People can go in and eat at a restaurant. Daycares are open, but youth sports, there's nothing, it's silence. And so I think it's important that we acknowledge youth sports and the benefits for the kids. We are asking the governor to acknowledge this pilot program approved by our public health officer, clinical leadership, and 20 hospital partners, all of whom endorse this plan. The plan, led by our county supervisor, Kristen Gaspar, who, by the way, is a rock star, is modeled after child care protocol, which was approved by the governor and is currently working well. Now, it's not uncommon for one of my kids to break down and cry because they miss their friends, practice, school, and often they don't know how to express why they're upset. This is why we put our children in sports, to build character, to learn life lessons, and to give them something to feel confident about. Our goal is to raise well-rounded children, and sports provide them with this foundation for life. As we watch other industries reopen, it's difficult for me to see our children's physical and mental health deemed as non-essential. We need your help. Please visit jiminykids.com/statement. On that page, you'll be able to find everything we talked about today. In addition, we have the governor's mailing address, his phone number, his fax, and we've attached a pre-formatted letter that you could sign, date, and send to him. Every correspondence is important. We need to get our kids back into youth sports. Thanks, guys.